We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. They'll start with the option. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Check, middle.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A toss left. Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. A toss right to Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Evans. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fights him off. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. On the handoff, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fighting through. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 22 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jones. He's got room to run past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Dancing to his left. Got an open man. It's QT. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Texans send the punter out. Kevin Byard deep for Tennessee. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A final shot before break. Jones. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, 280. Check, Mike 42. Let's put him on the buses.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Jones. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And now it's blocked. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but there had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes they still forget on both sides when that block comes on a PAT that you can return it for 2. We got it across midfield there, just not close to the end zone.
Yeah, you noted that moment of hesitancy, didn't you? You know, it's blocked, it's like, oh, yeah, that's right, it can be returned, and which means you have to get back and tackle him, too.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Stafford. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Hey, blue 60! Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen! 41's the mark, 41's the mark.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Jones throwing for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Stafford's throw here taken in by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Just Week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give to Henry. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Ready. Check. 42's the mark. Don't get nervous. Mike's 42.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they take a knee. So this one, a